Welcome, everyone. Today we are going to do a reading for all signs. Each sign, I'm going to break it down. I'll put timestamps at the end. We're going to start with Aries and then move accordingly. If I don't do all 12 in one reading, then I'll pick it up in a second reading, just so you know that. Because I do have a game that's coming on today, Steelers, so but I should be done by then. So, anyways, this is going to be about love and what's coming towards you. I just put out a community post which put all 12 of your readings together for November. So if you haven't checked them out yet, they're available to you. Or you can just go under my About page and I'm thinking, do I have November down there yet? Well, you can click videos and it'll show you all the new videos. But usually I put each playlist, but I don't know if I put November's yet. Because I got them done early, so happy about that. Did a personal reading, got quite a few readings, so I wanted to make sure that I got a few of them done, but I felt like I needed to do this in between them. So let's stop talking and let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to use Mother Mary, and I'm really just using Mother Mary today for the collective. This is a great type of reading that, if you're involved with another sign, you can quickly read your sign and then read their sign also, and get both perspectives. Where they at, where you at. But anyways, this is about love and what's coming towards you in love. It's a love reading, guys. Nothing but love. All right, let's go ahead and open up the reading, starting with Mother Mary. Did not take long at all. We have inner child. So because I feel like this is for the collective, this is a great energy. It really is. This is about allowing your inner child to come out and play. Sometimes we put so much seriousness on everything in life. I know I do that. I'm a Virgo sun, and it can certainly overthink. But, or put so much time into work that sometimes you forget to play. So it's finding that nice balance. But let's read what Mother Mary says. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. I'm going to read this from the end of the book. From the book at the end of the reading. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I brought out a bunch of different tarot decks. I'm going to go in line. So I'm going to start with Aries. We are going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify. I could just leave them there. And actually, let me also bring out the Cosmic Tarot and the Crystal Vision. We'll use these three to do clarifiers with. Okay. Let me get resituated. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. What's coming towards you in love? I'm using the Luminous Tarot, by the way. Luminous Tarot. Aries. I think I'm going to shuffle. I was going to take off the top to make it easier, but I feel like shuffling. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Fool. First of all, I want to make sure my volume is up. All of a sudden, I'm like, did I turn my volume up? I can never find the button when I'm looking. Okay, it's good. Kind of love how the Fool's looking back at the Nine of Wands. I feel like the Nine of Wands is talking about a period of time that you've probably been through, a period of reflection. This can talk about a period of time where it just seems like there was a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, or just a period of time of heavy responsibilities. Anytime I see a nine now, I think about reflection. So I feel like it's important that I reflect back. Now, not to reflect back to judge yourself, but because the Fool is next, it is to put an ending to a chapter. But these wands, even because I feel like this is where I'm looking at my life and I'm taking responsibility for even my own actions and without judgment, no judgment. But then there's a rebirth on these wands, and it makes perfect sense that the Fool would then come out next. So the Fool has put the past behind him. Now, that doesn't mean someone from the past can't come back, but I feel like if someone from the past comes back, then hopefully they're in mature type energy. You know what I mean? Because if it didn't work then and no one's reflected on why, well, then aren't we doomed to repeat it? So I feel like with the Fool and the Nine of Wands, this is taking a good hard look at my life. But the Fool's about taking a leap of faith. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on you. Ten of Wands. And then the Devil, heart of Capricorn. Interesting. Aries. First of all, the Devil is being mirrored over here by the Nine of Wands. Could certainly speak about a Capricorn for sure. But boy, do I feel like, because we're in a love reading, in this image here, you can see how the Devil has an influence or has created illusions for these lovers. They are illusions, but these illusions can feel very, very real. I feel like one of the lessons you have learned is, that fine art of give and take within a relationship. And I'm saying that because you have the Ten of Wands, and I also feel like this may be talking about a pair of lovers who've had to deal with, like, maybe together or even individually, some very difficult type of energy. But I feel like you're freeing yourself from it now. It's like you're being freed or you're freeing yourself. I feel like one of the reflections that you're looking at is, do I tend to put the brunt of the responsibility upon my shoulders? Do I just naturally do that? Um, maybe. All right, let's go below it. I don't want these to be very, too long. We have the Three of Cups. It's the energy of joy, celebration. See what comes next to it. We have the Eight of Wands. What I think about, I bring about. This is where you're really understanding. It's interesting because we have the Eight, the Nine, and the Ten of Wands. But the Fool is like breaking up all that energy. The Fool's definitely looked back and reflected upon, my own responsibility, maybe within these lovers. And the Eight of Wands to me is, it's fast moving energy, but it's moving from the energy of the Three of Cups. So that's the energy of something to celebrate. First of all, I feel like the first thing you need to celebrate is you. Because if you've been able to take on this Fool's energy, and again, that's leaving the past in the past, keeping the wisdom, yes, the experiences have become your wisdom, and allowing yourself to think that way. It's like if this is not a Capricorn for some, then it is talking about like, these lovers are in chains. I have a feeling they think they're in chains. It's funny how the masculine's tail's on fire. Wonder why. We have the King of Swords. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can be truth, integrity, honesty. You know, can be you. Certainly can be another. It certainly can be an air sign though. And then we have, look at this, the Queen of Wands, and with the Queen of Wands comes out your major arcana, the Emperor. Okay. Look at this on the bottom of the deck. There's the Lovers, Aries. There's the Lovers. So how interesting, because I feel like there's the Lovers and here's the Lovers. These lovers are being influenced by darker energy. These lovers are being influenced, well, by temperance, by divine energy. And I feel like I need to learn which is which. You know what I mean? Like I've got to, and this could be talking about like a past energy too, where there were some type of darker influences over love, let's just say. And it's almost like until that is dealt with, looked at, understood, then how can we go to our full potential? Because don't forget, we're doing a love reading. The Emperor is being mirrored over here by the Three of Cups. So again, I feel like celebration is yours. I like that the Queen of Wands is looking right up the Emperor. If you look at the King of Swords, let's talk about integrity. And then in a way, I feel like this Queen of Wands is like turning her back to this king and is looking up at the Emperor. So this queen may be leaving someone and has you on their mind. It's almost like they already know that you are their lover, their lifetime lover. It doesn't mean you don't have other lovers in this lifetime, but no one, it's hard to say this, but I feel like no one can love me quite like you can, even though I do feel like, there was a period of time when there was dark influence over these lovers. And simply mean immaturity. All right, so what I'm going to do is just take from the top. I have the Six of Wands, victory. I have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like if I'm asking the question, can we make this work? The Eight of Pentacles would answer that for you. It would say, if you're willing to put your focus upon it, then you will grow it. The Eight of Wands talks about eventually growing something to success. Well, we're not asking about Pentacles. We're not asking about your finances. We're asking about your love life. Eight is also about a new beginning. I have a feeling this king, and I want you to kind of forget their signs. I know that confuses some people, but it's just how I read it. And I'm saying that because I don't necessarily feel this has to be an air sign. This just may be, and then I look at these two, like the Emperor, and then I look at the King of Wands. King of Wands, normally someone in their integrity, right? It's important that they stay within their integrity, their truth. This is someone who is searching for the uniqueness. However, he is connected to this Ten of Wands, so I don't know. For some of you, your lessons may have been with someone else. And now the Lovers is coming around. I don't know why I just went like that. But the Lovers is coming around. Ten of Wands over the Devil. Queen of Wands over the Three of Cups. Queen of Wands mirroring it right here. Again, looking up to you. The Emperor is normally someone we do look up to. The Emperor is normally someone who is the leader of the people. The Emperor becomes the leader of the people because of his or her own experiences, because I've been there, I've done that. Doesn't mean the Emperor's always someone, I mean, we're all human. But I don't want to take this to a negative place. Six of Cups. Someone that I used to know. And one more. Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, first of all, Aries, I find it very interesting that you have both sets of lovers here. I feel like that's good news. I feel like there may have been a period of time where someone may have given someone the wrong title. And I do feel like what I have to be careful about here is if this is talking about new love, even if it's someone from the past, what I want to be careful about is that I understand my part within my relationships, not just with this person and not just with this person, but like I need to know myself. Know myself. I love that the Three of Pentacles came over the Queen of Wands and the Emperor because I feel like this is about people who see each other's soul. You know, this is about two people who appreciate each other and what it is they create in the world. Sometimes I don't even know that there's this person appreciating me. This could certainly talk about social media, right? Somebody's just like, like maybe someone's putting a post up, where I was in a relationship where it was complicated and now I'm single. And someone else may be like, well, I feel like the emperor, or if you're the one doing it, I feel like potentially this queen, again, can be male or female, um, sees that. And it may, it's like, okay, my turn to take a chance. Because let's not forget, Fool is taking a leap of faith. And now the Fool has the Six of Wands over it, which is the energy of being victorious. And it has the Six of Cups right below it. With the Eight of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. And fast moving energy. So, I feel like saying get ready for love. Get ready for great love. Be prepared for it. And the one way I prepare for it here is by putting my past in my past and taking on the Fool's energy, taking a leap of faith, even if I'm doing it step by step by step. I kind of love the Lovers and the Emperor. See who's under the Lovers, the Magician. Well, that's kind of what I feel like with the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands, I feel like it's my vibration. It's a vibration I put out there. And I also feel like it's fast moving energy. I know Aries has been dealing with some difficult energy lately, and I feel like that's coming to an end. But at the same breath, you got to know where you've been so you understand where you're going and you can make, you know, whatever changes you feel like are really going to benefit you. Again, the question, can this be successful? If two people are willing to put the work in, I feel like there's a very special connection here. Very, very special. Okay. I think we're going to leave it there, Aries. Lovers influenced at one time by a not so positive energy, but now that's turning around where divine is now becoming the influencer. We'll take it. All right. Let's move into Taurus. And Taurus, I'm going to use the Universal Tarot. It's a deck that I have fallen back in love with. Taurus. And let's just go ahead and shuffle again. Look at that. The Fool right away. Different deck. Um, it's interesting because the Fool's looking back. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are some few Tauruses that are connected to a and Aries. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. 11. I'm going to put the cards out, then I'm going to talk about the so I want to talk about it already, but gotta not let them be too long. First of all, I don't know how long my camera records for. My last one was 3 hours. We have the Seven of Wands. All right, let's look at this for a second. So, first of all, the Fool, right? Here we go again, right? Free and clear energy. Willing to take a leap of faith. This Fool is looking back. So, again, it can be someone from the past. What is this Fool freeing themselves from? The Five of Swords. Toxic type energy. Um, can be family, can be a relationship, current relationship, but it is the freeing of that. It's a five, so it's asking for change. Well, you seem to be giving that change because immediately we move into a six, five, six, seven. Wow, interesting. So I feel like, you know, in the Five of Swords, I often feel like people are taking more than their fair share, whether that be my love, whether it be my money, whatever it may be. I feel like it's just, it's not good communication, can even be called hateful communication. But I feel like, I've got to see again my part in that and make a choice. Like, am I going to stay or am I going to go? Five is asking for a change. Well, then you have the six. So I feel like it doesn't always mean I'm physically leaving someone, like I'm physically leaving a house, moving to a new house. But what it does mean is that you are seeing very clearly now what has blocked, let's just say, new growth in your life. So you move into the Six of Wands, again, that energy of victory, that moves into the energy of the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is standing your ground, but I always feel like I gotta know, what am I fighting for? Because this can be the energy of fighting off attacks. It's almost like someone like blaming you and blaming you and blaming you and blaming you. And it's almost like I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. Well, we have the wheel, destiny. The Fool is sitting upon the wheel. Three cups again, different deck. So, I really like this because you have the Fool that's sitting upon your destiny, right? What's already destined, and then the Three of Cups, the celebration. Listen, I don't feel I kind of feel like I had to go through a little hell, but now I'm starting to enter the gates of heaven. Some of you may find that a friend introduces you to someone or reintroduces you. Look at this with the devil. He came in reverse though. Well, there goes his influence. Now, this devil, again, can be a Capricorn. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, 77. The year 77 may mean something to some of you. I kind of love that the Seven of Pentacles is mirroring the wheel right now. Because the Seven of Pentacles to me is your seed soul of intention. So, like, it's the seeds. Not all of them, because some of the seeds you're planting right now. But I feel like this is talking about seeds that have already been planted by my soul before my soul even came into this lifetime. And listen, it's not just all good things. Sometimes it's the lessons, right? It's almost like if I don't know where I've been, how do I know where I'm going to go? If I don't understand where I've been, am I not going to repeat it again? And I don't feel like there's any reason why you need to repeat it again because I feel like a lesson is learned here. Um, let's take the cosmic tarot. Same thing, four cups. That's discontentment and boredom in one's life. But in most decks, you see that this person's being handed a cup, and this cup is normally, I feel, the hand of God. The Four Cups wants you to use your spiritual discernment relating to whether you accept it or not. But I feel like as the Fool, listen, I don't feel like this is talking about where you're going. I feel like this is where you've been. Like there has been some discontentment within your life. And I do feel like you're seeking change. And change you shall find. Oh, Prince of Pentacles can be you, another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We do have Capricorn in reverse. To some of you, this prince is coming over the Five of Swords can certainly be a younger Capricorn. Or it can be energy that's just been, like energy that never seemed to mature, like someone who never seemed to mature. Nine of Swords. Hello, Ace of Cups. Lovers again. Look at that. No wonder I was meant to do. I was going to do a different reading, and then I felt like now I need to do a love reading, but for who? And then I thought, well, for everyone. Look at that. The lovers sitting right on the wheel, following the Ace of Cups. Do I think that sometimes, what deck did I pull that from? All right, I pulled that from here, which is weird. But do I think that sometimes, how do I say this? Do I feel like sometimes there are difficult lessons? I do. Do I feel like there are also great rewards for learning those lessons? I do. One of the rewards is you don't have to repeat it, especially if it's anything karmic, and listen, I mean, I've seen instant karma in my life. Um, I've seen karma that's taken years. I think about like old relationships I was with where they were not good. And one is gone, and I'm sure he's not in heaven. Another one is living not such a great life right now, where really I'm living the life of my dreams, minus missing my daughter and grandchildren. Um, So all I'm saying is like sometimes you just have to let karma take care of itself and you just move forward. Nine of Swords is why I'm saying all that because that is a lot of worry, but it's unnecessary worry. This lover may be coming in or somehow you're meeting I mean, it's right over the wheel. So somehow you're meeting each other, you're coming across each other. And then with the Ace of Cups here, I feel like it almost feels like an instant type of thing. And then maybe the head takes over. And that's what you got to be careful of because the head can then overthink something, right? Like, oh man, I don't want you to be like anyone of my past. Well, then that's why you got to take it slow. Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Oh my God. And the lovers again. The lovers are now mirrored. I mean, come on, guys. The lovers are now mirroring each other. And they're both really coming over energies of what I consider destiny. I consider the Seven of Pentacles destiny. The Seven of Pentacles talks about patience, right? Having patience. You know, maybe I'm ready for something, but the other person's not quite there yet, or vice versa. Maybe the other person's free, but I have yet to free myself. You know what I mean? And this is not like, I'm not telling you to free yourself if you don't want to, but oh my God, two lovers and the Ace of Cups with the Fool over the wheel. I feel like you have, I feel like you've waited. I do feel like you've been patient. Though I do feel like fear, like when I say fear, like maybe thinking, will I ever have this great love? Well, I do have to break free from the things that are toxic to me. And only you can know that. It can be people, it can be things, it can be substances, it can be your thought system. You know what I mean? That's what you want to look at. Five always says, consider change, but first understand what it is that needs changed. Sometimes with the Five of Swords, it's outside of our control. It's just the way people are. Doesn't mean I have to take it. And I don't feel like you are. And it's interesting because, how do I feel like these people are coming together? Probably through the home. Look at that, the Nine of Swords. I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles. It's over this devil. Nine of Swords now twice. It's almost like two lovers mirroring each other's, not just their lives, but also the way they think. Let's take one more. Ten of Wands. Look at that. I get it. I mean, holy crap, these readings are so similar. But I get it, right? The worry is over how I'm going to be in love. How are they going to be? I often think of Mars or Saturn, I think of lessons, like, real lessons. So I feel like here feels like great love, no doubt. Ace of Cups, unconditional. Not just this lifetime, probably many lifetimes. But that doesn't mean it's not a lifetime that doesn't have issues and tribulations and all that. But this is saying use your power to overcome those things. Like be real with yourself. Don't allow yourself to go into a fear-based energy, based off of other people. Now, I don't feel like it's the lovers because I just feel like they're meant to be. And I feel like this is talking about at the right time. And it would make sense because with two Nine of Swords here, right? If two people are trying to overcome that part of themselves, it makes sense that divine timing would be when they're able to. I mean, nobody wants to repeat a bad relationship, no doubt. That is why I've got to know and understand where did my relationships go wrong? What was my part in it? Do I tend to take on all the responsibility? Is that fair to me? The answer is no, no, no. All right, look at this. The Princess of Cups. Unexpected couple fulfillment. So it kind of feels like it's coming to you. And when? Well, again, the Princess of Cups. It's unexpected. Here is the cup. She's sitting right between the lovers now. With the Queen of Cups, look at that underneath that. Princess to a Queen. So I feel like there's time in between this, and I feel like there's two people who've been mirroring, like their lives are mirroring each other. Their lessons are mirroring each other. Doesn't mean they're exact, but I feel like, down the road, a conversation is had, and it's like, Yeah, I went through the same thing around the same time. So, you have great love sitting upon your wheel, asking you to be free and clear, right? Take a leap of faith. It is unconditional love. The only problem is the worry factor. So that is what I need to think about. Can't really plan the exact moment, right? Unexpected. But I do kind of feel like this may be for someone you already know because I feel like from the princess to the queen. Okay, let's leave that be. Look at the lovers coming out. Holy cow. Let's put this back where it goes. And beautiful Taurus. Um, all right, Gemini. 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 We're using the psychic tarot for you. Look at that, all face up. The Ace of Swords. Love it. Shadow. This is the moon. This is the card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. Transformation. This is the Death card, card of Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles. I kind of love that you have two aces mirroring each other. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. And then, hello, you have the wheel in the exact same position that that Taurus just had it. All right. So I feel like there's some type of communication, conversation that's coming your way. I feel like it has to start that way. What do I mean by that? I feel like, I don't know, I feel a little broken. And I feel like the best way for me to accept what's new is for it to be through communication. Now, I mean that as in, like, me personally, like the landline, like talking on the phone. But in this day and age, it can mean text, instant messaging, but I feel like it's deep conversation because I feel like ultimately what's going to happen between these two is, again, through the art of communication, working even out issues through communication. I feel like ultimately they're going to come together physically. Now, I don't really mean sexually, I mean like physically come together. And I'm saying that because the Ace of Pentacles talks about something that's coming into your physical world. It's coming into as a seed. And with that seed, if I love and nurture that seed, it's going to blossom. If I ignore that seed and I do nothing, it's like my own garden. If I don't water my garden, nurture my garden, well, then I'm not going to have a harvest. So a lot of it depends on you for sure. The death card being right before it tells me that there's a door that potentially needs to be closed. So what's right before that? The moon. The moon can talk about uncertainty, but it can also be very dreamy energy. I feel like she's laying in bed, almost dreaming, not dreaming, but like daydreaming. You have three major arcanas. You have the Ace of Swords, which here is called triumphant success, sitting upon the wheel, which here is destiny. Look at that, another ace. The Ace of Wands. Wow. Gemini. It's like you're going to feel it before, and maybe that's why it's starting as communication, because it's almost like through someone's voice, their own vibration, you feel that passion. But let's not forget, it says passion ignited, but let's not forget it's also the energy of action. 3 1s. 1 1 1. Firm foundation under the death card. And then, hello, truth. This is your spiritual team. I kind of love that it's coming under the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like it's your spiritual team. I don't want to say like, I feel like they wouldn't want me to say like they're responsible for this, but they're responsible to send you the signs. I feel like the seeds have already been planted. You know what I mean? Like, because again, destiny feels like it's something that's already been written. But that doesn't mean, like the wheel can move quickly or it can move slowly. I love that judgment is mirroring the wheel, by the way. Very spiritual type energy. This is your spiritual team calling you to the present moment. Because there is about to be a rebirth. Something is physically coming into your world. And I love that firm foundation is next to it. So it feels like it is something that really firms up your foundation. Again, we're doing love readings. So, you know, if we're starting, let's say this is a new love that's coming together, the stronger our foundation is, the stronger our relationship will be. I'm not going to say our love, because we can have love. But if we don't have a strong foundation with that love, well, then chances are it's going to crumble. So you have two cards about endings, right? But each one of them speak about, the death card speaks about a new door that's going to open up. Well, there's the Ace of Pentacles. Judgment speaks about a rebirth that's going to take place. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this, after the Tower. So you had a tower. 9 of Pentacles underneath that. So, clearly there was some type of a tower. But I can't allow that tower to affect my life here. Let's just go ahead. Okay, with 2 swords, dang, I feel like there's a chance it could. 2 swords is wearing a blindfold. Something I don't want to face. And I don't want to face it because normally it's some type of fear factor. Interesting though, it's coming over that Ace of Swords, so it's almost like, you know, I feel like what's the death card talking about? The closing of the energy of the tower. There was some type of disruption in your life. It didn't feel good, no doubt. But are you meant to continue to live in it? No. Because there's a lot of new things, 3 aces that want to open up for you. So I understand the 2 of Swords. And I do feel like it can put well, like maybe I'll take this phone call or maybe I won't. I think you will. But let's keep going. Look at that, 6 of Cups again. 6 of Cups being mirrored down here by passion ignited. 6 of Cups could be, again, someone that someone from your past. This would be someone you'd have happy memories of, though. Maybe even cherished memories of coming over the shadow. So maybe a Pisces or a Cancer. But, what I love about this card in this deck, the Moon, is this person's looking at both sides of themselves because we want to remember we all carry darkness within us. We all carry lightness within us. And it's the light that's being illuminated in this deck, in this card. coming over with, I mean, the Six of Cups now coming over that. So whether it's a Pisces Cancer or not, I feel like it's of the light. Seven of Pentacles again. A new seed wants to come out. An old door needs to close. This is your soul seed of intentions again. It's like your tree of life, right? These are your seeds, each and every one of them. I don't feel like they all come at one time because that'd be overwhelming. But they come when they come in their right time. The right time here is when I'm closing a door. And I don't even know what, it's the tower's energy you're closing the door on, right? So something like disrupted your life. Couldn't have been a person, right? It could have been an old relationship that just disrupted your life. But this isn't talking about what was. This is talking about the potential of what can be. So I need to be clear in that, right? Because three aces, and then your spiritual team mirrored by the wheel. I feel like they really want your attention and they want you in the present moment. That's what this is all about, the present moment. Eight of Swords, mirroring that Two of Swords, self-created prison. Six of Pentacles over the wheel. Ten of Wands. Interesting. There's that King of Swords back. And then the Moon again. I feel like the first thing your spiritual team is saying to you is you can't know everything. Like, we can't tell you that, yes, this next relationship coming into your life is going to be successful because that's up to you, right? It's up to them. But we can certainly help, right? Like, we can certainly send in the signs. We are your measurement of what's, how do I say this? Like, what's good, maybe what's not so good. So instead of creating these barriers around yourself, like the eight of swords is, right? A self-created prison, free yourself from that energy and instead trust within your intuition. Trust within your spiritual team. They won't let you down. I feel like you yourself may have been in relationships where you gave and you gave. Now, sometimes we're the taker. I don't always make us sound like, oh, we're the poor people who just gave everything and never received. Sometimes we were the taker. And I say that because sometimes we are paying back karmic lessons, and listen, even though that's difficult, when you pay them back, you're paying them back for eternity and you're paying them off for anyone to follow, so it's a good thing. That doesn't make it an easy thing. So, holy crap, a lot wants to come into your world, but there's a little bit of a block over it. Hmm. All right, what do I want to look at? All right, look at the Two Swords, the High Priestess, your intuition. So, like ring, ring. Oh, I don't think I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm afraid to pick your intuition's like, pick up the phone, damn it. Pick up the phone. Take the call. Come over to this eight. Look at that, the Fool. Set yourself free. And the rest will follow. I mean, the Fool again. Now the Fool's over. First of all, the Eight of Swords. That's what I wanted to look at. So the Fool is you setting yourself free from, again, it's just like putting down the barriers and learning to trust your own intuition instead of having to create these prisons. Like, trust your intuition. The Fool is mirrored by the High Priestess right now. So that is your answer. And by the way, your intuition is your guides reaching you. So I feel like don't second guess it. Um, all right, one more. What do I want to look at before I take one more? I think I'm just going to take it in the middle. Seven of Wands. Okay, I don't want to leave it at that. Okay. How interesting. The Lovers again. Card of Gemini. And by the way, I've been using all different decks. The Gemini, you've been coming up in everyone's reading. But this is your major arcana. But this is about love. I feel like why did I feel guided to do this reading? Because I feel like there's great love coming into a lot of people's lives. And I feel like some of you just aren't going to believe it. And that is your choice. Because I do feel like you need to be open, right? You need to be open to this. You have three aces coming in. Your spiritual team is right there with you. But the death card is saying there is a door that needs to be closed so that this new door can open. That new door is the Ace of Pentacles. And now the Fool. Free and clear. Taking a leap of faith. Uncreating this prison. Setting myself free. When? Well, I don't feel like it's too far away because otherwise I don't feel like judgment would come out. Here, again, it's called truth, mirroring the wheel. So I feel like it's saying the wheel's going to be moving pretty quickly. And on that wheel are three aces, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles, plus the Lovers. There's some negative energy, right? And I feel like that's saying this is what we should clear before we start this next chapter. Some of you are definitely connected to a Pisces or a Cancer. But, hello, lovers. Can we have great love after a tower? You better believe we can. I mean, my whole life has been about that. I've had many towers, many very difficult towers. And you do think your life is over. But you have to just believe me when I tell you it's not. And things happen, especially love, unexpectedly. Very, very seldom can you plan it out. Okay, I plan on falling in love with this person and I plan on us being together this way. And, it's just like, no, it's just like go with the flow of it. Go with the flow. All right, let's pick this up. I can see they're getting longer and longer. So that was Gemini. Gemini. And now we're going to go into Cancer. Cancer, I'm going to use the good tarot for you. Let's give it another shuffle. I want to just shuffle nicely. Perfect. I'm not going to take these yet because I didn't cut the cards, but we have the Five of Wands, Transformation, the Death card, the King of Pentacles, and then the Hangman. Five of Wands can be that battling type energy. So five wants to change. Transformation being right next to it. So again, do I close that door? Do I stay within it? King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but then the Hangman is with him. Okay, so I want to just let you see them. But now, let's reshuffle them in. Cancer. Alright, skin my cut. Look at this, the Fool. If you ever wonder if, like, if you end up on a certain channel, you become a subscriber, and you ever wonder, like, is this my soul family? I feel 100% we are each other's soul family. And I'm saying that because I see the synchronicities between the signs all the time. Here's the Fool again, and everyone's had it so far. Again, it's the first one for you. And then we have the Strength card. Leo, your neighbor. Hello, Ten of Cups. I'll take it. House of Harmony. The Strength card is between the Ten of Cups and the Fool. Strength card is dealing with our own inner demons. It's learning how to balance ourselves. The light and dark within us, the masculine and the feminine, the good, the bad, all of that. This is someone who's taking control of the king of the jungle, the lion. Really, I'm becoming part of the lion. The lion is becoming part of me. This really teaches you that you can overcome anything, even though we don't feel like it sometimes. But eights are about a new beginning. Right next to it, the Fool, and then the Ten of Cups. Some of you could simply signify Leo. We have the Three of Swords. Why do we always got to get one negative card? So Three of Swords does speak about heartache, but it's mirrored by the Fool, so I don't feel like this is talking about taking that heartache into the future. I feel like it's understanding it, knowing it, and then letting it be. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. When a card comes face up in reverse, completely reversed, I take it that way. It's just one of my rules. If it doesn't come, whoa, completely face up. All right, one went to the ground, but it's face up. First, we're going to take the other ones. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands being mirrored by that Ten of Wands. Look at this. Not only do you have the Ten of Cups, but you have the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have Justice. Card of Libra. Um, it's interesting, Cancer, because I feel like, potentially like you're switching the type of house that you're in. I do feel like some of you, well, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Messenger of Swords. This is a Knight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles underneath that, meant to be. Could be some type of communication is coming in. Or it's already come in. It's interesting because really the only difficult energy here is the Ten of Wands. Sometimes the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. It's like having a hard time making a decision, but I need to. Well, it's because it's in reverse. I feel like it is you making a decision. Some of you, you're cutting ties with someone, and maybe that's why you're now becoming the Fool. It's almost like someone broke your heart. And even though that sucks, truth be told, I feel like, again, and this is normal for a Cancer, this is something a Cancer really has to realize about themselves, that they can definitely take on the responsibility of a relationship. So be careful of that, because the Eight of Wands is mirroring that. When I think about it, I bring it back. I don't want to bring about any more heartache. So I really want to think about my vibration, where it's at. I feel like some of you, it's like you're switching houses, like from the Ten of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe that means that the house just feels more stable. Yeah, Ten of Cups is great, right? It's a house of harmony. Um, it's really everything we think it should be, but it doesn't always, it can show as the Ten of Cups, but it doesn't always mean it is the Ten of Cups, or it's only the Ten of Cups for a period of time. So that's why justice to me feels like you're cutting ties with, you're cutting ties with someone who feels very opposite of what's coming in. Interesting, we saw that King of Pentacles. Again, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, but to me, it means that it's someone who is much more grounded. Um, let's use the Cosmic Tarot, but I'm going to go from the bottom. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. The table's getting a mess. The Ace of Pentacles. I believe the same place the Emperor had it. The Prince of Swords. I feel like that is your communication. Seven of Pentacles under that. Four of Wands under that. Potentially a commitment that at this moment you may have no clue about. Queen of Swords, again. The Hierophant, card of Taurus. It's about your belief system. 5. Looking right back over at this Queen. 9 of Wands. Just want to look at this real quick. 2 of Swords. Okay. Some of you may be in that question mode right now. There may be an energy, someone you're with that, in a way, I feel like potentially promised me the Ten of Cups, but it didn't turn out that way, or didn't last. And now I feel like there's new communication. We have to remember, like, not all relationships are meant to last till the end of time. Some are there to teach us. Even soulmates help teach each other. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're guaranteed to spend the rest of our lives together. I feel like what's meant to be will be. And the more that I can understand it and flow with that, the easier it becomes. So, nonetheless, because I do feel like I'm kind of switching houses here. And I feel like it's starting through communication. I do feel like you've had enough of someone, and this someone would be someone who did break your heart at one time. I do feel like this is someone who's not living in the same belief system that you are. You know, it's almost like they haven't matured as you have, but maybe it just means that is meant to come to an end now, right? Your vibration is lifted. Eight of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. Coming with the Hierophant over it, a much higher vibrational love. Because again, this is about love. Um, this Two of Swords here, and this could certainly be questioning whether I should cut ties with someone, and only you can answer that question. But I feel like if you're worried that if I do, I'll never find love again, that's not true. You will. You just need to be open to it. Like, be open to it. Tell the universe, I'm open to it, right? But then have the vibration, right? The higher your vibration, the higher of the vibration that must come back to you. Please remember that. Like, that is the law of attraction. Like if we're in, let's say, the Two of Swords, and I never move out of that energy, am I not just bringing back, am I not making that monster that I wear that blindfold from bigger and bigger and bigger? When that's not reality, it's just what I think. So, you know, I feel like you are also receiving communication. Um, and listen, maybe you do need it before you actually make that decision to, end what's no longer serving you. And that's okay. I mean, it can happen in all kinds of ways. Now, I'm not saying two people are cheating, but what I am saying is potentially communication does come in before one thing ends. But I feel like what that does, it helps cement it in your mind that, okay, my decision to end this is the correct decision. And then, like I always say, as something new begins, if you have any fear, even though the Fool is the very first energy, right? Taking a leap of faith. Eight of Pentacles coming over that. What I focus upon is what I'm going to grow. Ace of Pentacles mirroring that. Hello. Something's coming into your physical world, but it does feel like it needs to come through communication because I feel like you're not done. You haven't cleared up what you need to clear up yet, if you so choose. But I feel like if you so choose, you're moving. It just feels like two totally different people. You know, it just feels that way. Okay. Okay. All right. What are we going into? Leo. Leo. My beautiful Leo. Look at that. Even the Ace of Pentacles didn't want to come up, Cancer. So, that Ace of Pentacles is meant for you. All right. Leo. Let's use the Tarot of Dreams. Eight of Wands. The World. Hello. New chapter. And Temperance. Divine energy. Beautiful. First of all, temperance's message is to learn the art of patience, right? I can't have everything I want as soon as I want it. However, as I say that, it is right at this moment being mirrored by the Eight of Wands, which is fast moving energy. Also, what I think about, I bring about. A new chapter is opening up. Simply a new chapter. And look at the chapter, the World card. It signifies the next chapter. Look right in between it, like in the portal, is the Fool. Temperance card is Sagittarius, by the way. But it talks about divine timing. And the more I can trust in divine timing, I feel like the easier my life gets because divine timing means like if it's not time for something, if it's just not time, then would it really serve me for it to come in before it's time? Probably not. All right, three swords. Interesting. Who just got that Cancer at that spot? Look at this, the Nine of Cups. Inner harmony. Six of Cups is back again under the world. I feel like for some of you, Three of Swords exist, right? This is heartache, no doubt. But at the same time, I got to be careful that that's not where I'm vibrating from. That's not all I'm thinking about. It's almost like I feel for some, it's almost like giving up on life. But this is saying you got to believe that the time does bring change. Just look back at your life and you'll see that. You know what I mean? I want you to see that. All right, we have the Seven of Cups. All cups down here, by the way. With the Three of Wands, 33. Some of you may have a master number 33. I feel like this is my choice of how I'm going to look at life. This is an optimistic view, and it's being mirrored by the Nine of Cups. I feel like when I look at this Three of Swords, who caused it, why it was caused, all that, and I'm able to put it behind me, everything seems to change. Like, first and foremost, you find this inner harmony. You start to enjoy your life again. Doesn't mean things are perfect, but this is you now having an optimistic view. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. Look at that, under the Nine of Cups. Palace of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, wow. I know some of you get tired of me saying someone from your past, someone from your past. Um, but that happens so much. All right, let's try to get our last card and then we'll talk about this. Do I love that the Nine of Cups went directly into the Ten of Cups? I do. I love the Nine of Pentacles being here also because I feel like it's you taking on this independent nature. Now, it doesn't mean you're not open to allowing others in your life. No, it just means that you've come to a place where you can take care of yourself. These Three Swords, sometimes they hurt because we're kind of stuck in them. Knight of Pentacles says you'll never be stuck again. I don't know how I went from 6 cards to 9 cards. Or 12 cards. All right. We have the Seven of Wands. I feel like I'm just going to take these right over the middle. Look at this chariot. We're in the year of the chariot, by the way. Card of Cancer, your neighbor. Hello, star. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. And then there you are, your inner child. There you are. You guys hear me call the Page of Wands my foal all the time because I feel like this is someone who is not afraid to take chances in life, understands that sometimes they're going to work out and sometimes they're not. And they learn how to get back up. I feel like it really explains Leo's energy. And I feel like you should be proud of that. The star, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. And the chariot, unlimited potential. You know, the only limit that is placed upon the chariot is the limit that our human minds put upon it. Again, this is a love reading. Wow. I feel like I want to say it kind of boldly, but I feel like once I understand that Three of Swords, it's heartache. And we've all been there, right? We've all had those daggers pierce our heart. But once I've taken away that power that the Three of Swords can keep me in, I feel like that's where the Nine of Pentacles comes in. That's your independent nature. That's where, really I feel like I say, doesn't matter if I have anyone in my life, good if I do, if I don't, okay. But truth be told, it's like you're meant to have love in your life. Now, I mean, from the nine, first of all, the Eight of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. Not only that, fast moving energy. So from the Eight of Wands to the Nine to the Ten of Cups, immediately. And who's it coming from? Well, the Six of Cups. But this Six of Cups sits upon the next chapter. And this is not anything I feel like you wouldn't want because it's coming from your own dreams, your hopes, your wishes, right? This is something that you do want to manifest. I feel like I saw the Magician somewhere. Anyway, we have the Emperor on the bottom of your deck. Card of Aries. Palace of Cups underneath that. Doesn't have to be Aries. It can certainly be, first of all, it can be someone's boss. Can be the father figure. But really it's about the energy of someone that I can look up to. It's someone who's had a lot of experiences in their own lives. Again, this could really be mirroring of each other's lives. Um, going to take the crystal vision, and I'm not going to clarify everything. Look at that, the Knight of Cups. Unexpected couple fulfillment. Right over the chariot. Eight of Cups. Five of Cups. Someone that I miss. Look at that. There is that Four of Wands, which, where did I see it? Right there under the Palace of Cups. Here's the Four of Wands. Commitment. Potentially marriage. I feel like there's someone, whether it's you or whether it's them, like you've been on their mind, you've been in their heart. And I have a feeling they've been in yours too. Doesn't mean that I know what's going on in their life, they know what's going on in my life, but I do feel like it's them that's reaching out. Again, through the Knight of Cups means it's unexpected. But here's this Eight of Cups right here, and I feel like what I'm looking at in Eight of Cups, it's my emotional house, is those three swords, right? I'm not going to allow them to affect me. I'm putting them in the past. So be it, right? But then this Five of Cups down here, it's almost like even though like maybe I've been with someone who hasn't been so loving or like, what I really want. When I put my head down at night, there is someone that I think about. And I feel like they're thinking about you too. Not just that, but here's a star and then the marriage card. I mean, we do have the nine to the 10 of cups. Okay. I feel like I want to take another one, but in a way I don't. Well, there's the world. It's like I don't want to ruin the beauty of the Four of Wands, right? Because to me, that's the most loving card in the tarot. It means that everybody there wants to love each other for eternity, not just for a time period. This doesn't feel like I'm just interested in dating again. Now, and listen, I may not even know this person's coming towards me, but I feel like as soon as you do, or as soon as they do, or as soon as you come towards them, it doesn't always have to be them coming towards us. Let's just say we're meeting each other on our path. I feel like, because both have the world, right? Both of you feel like you're ready for the next chapter. And so it begins. And I do feel like this is going to be a great love. Okay, let's pick that up. And we're going to move into Virgo, um, my sun sign, Sam's sun and moon sign. It's like first I got to clean this up a little bit. Um, she's the light seers. Virgo. So we did Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. I think what I'm going to do is do two readings, and I'm going to do six in each one. So Aries to Virgo, and then we'll do Libra to Pisces. All right, Virgo. I have to say, like, I'm remembering your readings for November, and you all had quite beautiful love readings. Seven of Swords in reverse. I kind of love that. That's untrustworthy energy. It's a thief in the night, but it's in reverse. So I make sure my deck's not in reverse, and it's not. The Sun. I'll be damned if anybody can do anything against my wishes without me knowing about it immediately. You know, um, it's like this is the perfect energy of what's done in the dark will come to the light. And that's exactly what happened here. Something that was done in the dark has come to the light. The sun is the perfect energy of your inner child, like living through that inner child. I do feel like because you've realized whoever or whatever this energy of the Seven of Swords, again, untrustworthy type energy, you see it, you 100% see it. I feel like you're starting anew because to me, the sun's like a brand new day. It always reminds me of my childhood. Not that I had the greatest childhood, but I didn't have a horrible childhood. But what it reminds me of is the freedom of like leaving the house and going on my bike and just riding around. And one day my bike would be a horse, and one day it'd be a motorcycle. You know what I mean? It's just the freedom of letting your imagination live. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. By the way, the sun is the ruler for Leo. We have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands being mirrored by that Seven of Swords. I feel like if like I was fighting with someone, like I know that you're doing this, I know that you're doing that, and they're like, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. It's almost like you'll never get the truth, but you do have the truth because you instinctively understand it and know the truth. I feel like, again, what's ever done in the dark will come to the light. And then the Nine of Wands feels to me like this is you reflecting upon it. Like, what do I want to do next? Because I do feel like you're starting to feel really good, even though this feels like difficult energy you had to deal with. Nine of Wands wants you to reflect upon it in a way of how you've grown from the chapters in your life, especially the last chapter. And I mean that in a way of if it was difficult, but yet you still overcame, like giving yourself credit. Like we're easily able to blame ourselves for what's gone wrong in our life. But how about like a attaboy for the good things that you've done in your life? Look at that, the Ace of Wands, Three Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I was going to call it the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. And with that Ten of Wands comes the Three of Wands. Okay. Well, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups. That's exactly what I was feeling. I was feeling you're in the energy of also changing chapters. Like a new chapter is opening for you. I feel like you are done with those who, you're done with energy that you can't trust anymore. I feel like you're really finding yourself here. Even though there's some difficult energy here, I feel like the one thing is if you're questioning a relationship that just keeps seeming to be difficult, will it get any better? Well, I mean, of course, that's up to both people. If both people are willing to put the work in, then yes. But here, I'm kind of feeling I'm going from the Five of Wands to the Ten of Wands. So, do I not repeat that? So, I want to think about that. But I feel like that's what the Nine of Wands is you doing. You thought about it, and I feel like you're clearing energy. The five, change. You're clearing the energy. Final reflection. And she's looking right at the sun, inner child, just what Mother Mary said. This Ace of Wands is now mirrored by the Three of Wands, an optimistic view of my life, of what can be. This is saying to the world, listen, I know my ships are going to come in. I don't know when they're going to come in, but until they come in, I'm going to start enjoying my life moment by moment, day by day. The Hierophant underneath that. All right, let's take the Gilded Tarot, and I feel like I just want to shuffle them, even though I feel like I have to take that now. The Star, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Card of Aquarius also. Two of Wands, beautiful, right over the sun. Page of Swords. I feel like how are things happening for most people? Coming, and I'm not really putting a time stamp on this. I feel like when the timing is right, the timing is right. But this is what's coming towards you, or it's what you're meeting along your path. Let's put it that way. The Page of Swords to me again feels like some type of communication that's coming your way. It's coming, and I feel like first of all, I feel like it's you've come to a place of real truth, and I feel like that has served you well. Two of Wands to me means you're willing and able to step into it. Temperance, divine timing. Look at that. Divine timing over your dreams, over your hopes and your wishes. Ace of Wands, passion ignited, mirrored by the Three of Wands. Temperance is like, let go of the things you cannot control and let me handle that. Instead, what I prefer you to do is just start enjoying your life. Even if you feel like there's not a lot that I have to be thankful for, find the little things that you are thankful for. Because when you're in a state of gratitude, that, it's again like the law of attraction. Six of Pentacles. I feel like someone else got that right there. There's the Queen of Cups. And then, hello, Two of Cups. Right over the Seven of Pentacles. What's meant to be. It's a soulmate. I feel like it's love that you've been wishing and hoping for. These two twos are connected. Two of Wands. This is you saying yes. Over the sun's energy. Everything is illuminated. Like, you don't need to fear that something dark is coming towards you. First of all, if you're in the sun's energy, you're going to feel it, see it, know it before it can even reach you. But the sun is like a guarantee that, like everything will be illuminated to you. Trust your intuition. Have a clear mind, and everything else will follow. I feel like you did need to take a moment to heal yourself. You did need to take a moment to overcome, again, untrustworthy energy. I feel like you did need to give yourself permission to allow that to end. And maybe even taking time out to allow the healing process. The Eight of Cups tells me that you have looked within your emotional house, that you have a clear understanding of it now. Doesn't mean I need to know why every cup was knocked over. Some cups were just free will. Some cups were because we were young and dumb. You know what I mean? But the ones where I really took like the brunt of the responsibility or real pain from it, that's what I want to look at. And I want to know all parts of it. You know what I mean? Like dissect it, but not in a judgmental type of way. Like look at it from the big picture down, like with the spiritual lens. And I'm only saying that because I feel like the more we know ourselves, the better we are, and the better our chances are. So you have a soulmate who's coming under your or coming over your seed soul of intention, your tree of life. And I feel like again, I feel like from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, maybe it's not meant to move extremely fast, but I feel like when it's meant to move fast, it's going to move fast. I feel like I love that divine is like part of this, especially part of your dreams. And I also feel because the star is coming over the Seven of Swords in reverse, who's ever coming towards you next, I don't feel like they have that type of energy. They're not a cheater. They're just not that type of person. I mean, think of myself as a Virgo, and I myself, and this may just be me, like I can't cheat. And even if someone deserved it, it's just like it was my own moral code. Now, there's many times I thought to myself, man, I wish I could just go out and be with who I want to be because I've had offers, within relationships, but chose not to. And I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. It's just I thought, how am I going to live myself the next day? Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying all that, other than maybe that's what some of you tell yourself, and that may be why starting with the sun's energy, right? When you feel free and clear, when you allow your inner child to come back out again, um, when you understand that divine is paying attention to what you're dreaming about, what you're wishing for, and they can help you bring it to manifestation, right? But your optimistic view is 9/10 of the law. So, hello, soulmate. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. Look at this, the Ten of Cups. I mean, and I feel like saying, yes, the Ten of Cups is here, so the potential of the House of Harmony is here. And hello, beautiful that it's with the Two of Cups. Beautiful that it has the Two of Wands, but I feel like the Two of Wands is important to notice because I do feel like, again, taking it step by step by step, because I do feel like some of you literally have been cheated on and, you know, um, and I feel like no matter what, you couldn't get a straight answer. Just let them be, let them go. If you can, like, let them go. But what I was going to say, I feel like this is why we're starting at a two, but this is showing us the potential of where this love can go. I mean, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Cups with the soulmate. And it feels very much meant to be. And then the Ace of Wands, again, the energy of feeling it before it actually happens. It's almost like your spiritual team is giving you a heads up to help you be ready, let's just say. Okay, let's leave that there. And I am going to read Inner Child for everyone. Again, don't worry, the rest of the signs, I promise I'll have yours up soon. I think I'll do it after the game. The game comes on at 4-ish. So I think I'll do, look at that. The Lovers in reverse. Interesting. I swear everybody has had the Lovers. So Virgo, Lovers wanted to show for you also. All right. Mother Mary, Inner Child. Here we go. Mother Mary watches over all children, including the child who also resides within each adult. This card comes to you as a reminder to care for your inner child who is crying out for attention. If you're only working and not having fun, this part of you begins to feel neglected and sad. This is the message for you to create time for amusement and play. Your inner child also craves attention. If you've been overly critical of yourself lately, he or she may feel shame or depression. Forgive yourself, as Mother Mary forgives you for what you think you have done or not done. Learn from any mistakes instead of holding on to self-destructive guilt. Right this moment, please reassure your inner child that you love him or her. I feel like that's where it all begins. All right, guys. So I'm going to let this be for now. Again, this is Aries through Virgo. And tonight I'll do Libra through Pisces. Thank you for allowing me to do that. I know some are like, just do them all now. But my game's getting ready to start. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll see you real soon. Bye bye.